Do you want to dance with somebody? Do you want to feel the heat with somebody? Yeah, do you want to dance with somebody that loves you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you would love to do those things with Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was an American singer and actress and is said to be one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Whatever you want from me, I'm giving you everything you need to know about her famous life. We'll start off by learning about her childhood and rise to fame. Next, we'll learn about her awards and achievements. And lastly, we'll learn about her final moments. Now, I've learned from the best, and if you listen up, you can learn from the best too. To start off, Whitney Houston was born in New York, New Jersey on August 9, 1963, to Emily Sissy Houston and John Russell Houston. Growing up, her family was heavily involved with the church, New Hope Baptist Church to be exact. Her mother, Emily, was a choir minister there and was a legendary figure in American gospel, soul, and pop music. You could say that her mother had a really important role in her singing career. As a child, Whitney was able to amaze audiences and knew that her singing ability was an infectious thing that God had given her. In her teenage years, Whitney was trying to get a record deal of her own, as well as often performing with her mother. During that same time, she was discovered by a photographer for her natural beauty. She became one of the first African-American women to appear on the cover of 17 magazine and became a very successful teen model. But her higher love was for music. According to biography.com, at age 19, Houston was discovered in a nightclub by Arista Records' Clive Davis, who signed her immediately and took the helm of her career as she navigated from gospel to pop stardom. You could say this was a really big, important moment in her career. Next, Whitney Houston went on to win many awards and achievements. In fact, she holds the Guinness World Record for the most awards for a female artist, which include more than 400 career awards, according to WhitneyHouston.com. Some of those awards include winning 6 Grammys and 22 American Music Awards. In 1985, she won her first award, which was a Billboard #1 award in the category of New Black Artist. In 1992, she was in the movie The Bodyguard and released a hit single too. The soundtrack of that film led Houston to win 3 Grammys, including Record of the Year and Album of the Year. While she won many awards and achievements, her highest award that she won of all was giving birth to her daughter, Bobby Christina. She was born March 4th, 1993, and is the daughter of Whitney Houston and R&B singer Bobby Brown. This was a very big important for Whitney because she always longed to become a mother. When Bobby Christina was born, Whitney knew that this was it and didn't know if she would have any more children. However, the demands of her singing career made it harder for mother and daughter time. Yet, she would bring Bobby Christina to performances whenever possible and even bring her on stage. All at once, I started counting teardrops, and at least 1 million fell when people heard the news that Whitney Houston had died. She passed away February 11th in 2012 in a Beverly Hills hotel room. As reported by ABC News, the star was found face down in a water-filled bathtub with drug paraphernalia nearby. There were traces of cocaine and prescription medications in her system, and the star had done marijuana within 2 weeks of her death. People may ask the question, how did this happen so suddenly? Well, a leading factor may have been because of her husband, Bobby Brown. The two met at the Soul Train Music Awards in 1985 and later got married in 1992. At first, Bobby Brown was all the man that Whitney Houston ever wanted and gave her all the love that she needed. Yet, things started to take a rough turn for this couple. For Houston, there was a rumor that she was having an affair with Robin Crawford and that she did drugs on the night of her wedding. For Bobby, he was known as the bad boy in the music industry, was involved with gangs during his childhood, and was already the father to 3 children amongst 2 different women. Bobby was also arrested on drug and alcohol charges, and Houston entered rehab on 2 occasions. In 2003, Bobby Brown was arrested of allegedly striking Houston, and in 2006, the couple divorced. Through all this, we ask ourselves this question: where do broken hearts go? And although she has sadly passed away, we will always love you, Whitney Houston. The clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade, but there's still time to revisit our main points. We learned about Whitney Houston's life growing up in the church and how she started her rise to fame. Next, we learned about her many awards and achievements, but the greatest love of all was for her daughter. Lastly, we learned about her final moments and her heartbreak hotel with her husband and R&B singer, Bobby Brown. So as the night falls and your lonely heart calls, just know that you can always dance with Whitney Houston.